San Diego Comic-Con Hollywood Jem doll. Now, she's the first Jem doll to be produced within 24 years. The last Jem doll that was produced was in 1988, which is the super rare Rock and Romance Jem. And I'm actually going to do a comparison right now of the new box compared to one of the old. You can see that they kept the logo the same, they didn't redraw it or anything. The only thing they changed about it is that they put "and the holograms" underneath it. And they actually used the glitter and gold Jem logo for it. One thing I was disappointed in that they didn't do is the box art for it. They just kind of kept it plain. It would have been really cool, like maybe to have like a Hollywood Jem standing right there, or maybe like over here on top of the Hollywood or whatever, like in the music video. But one thing that I thought was pretty cool is that they kept the same shape in mind compared to the first edition. They stuck with the second edition line, although Hollywood Jem is a little bit smaller. And another thing I like about the box is that it's actually heavy and sturdy, so it seems pretty well made. The only thing I'm disappointed in is that they didn't do any box art for it. And then another cool thing I thought they did was that they actually quoted part of the Hollywood Jem song here in the description. And this new Jem doll line is actually being made by Integrity in collaboration with Hasbro. So with it being made by Integrity, she's going to have like a little bit of a different body and look to her. But I'm going to open her up and show. Okay, here she is with the, I guess the cover box off of her, but she's still in there, or on the card, or whatever you want to call it. But one cool thing they did, instead of doing twist ties, they actually did white ribbon, like around her neck, her waist, her elbows, and her feet. And she comes with an extra pair of hands, a stand changer if you want to do like the hook or more the one to go like around the back of the arms, her black shoes, her microphone stand, her cord, her Hollywood Jem plaque or whatever, 2 bracelets, and then a cord for the microphone, and then the microphone stand. But mine, for some reason, didn't come with a microphone, so I'm hoping maybe it's like hidden back here with the stand or whatever, but we'll find out. But I'm gonna open her up and we'll go from there. Oh, one quick thing too, I thought was pretty neat. They put the Jem and the Holograms logo on the inside of like the front box, and they have like a little bit of artwork or whatever there. Actually, one thing I want to point out real quick was that when I removed her like that, they actually have a mini like Jem poster and then instructions, but I'll get to that after I open her up and whatnot. But another cool thing they did is that they had taped the middle part of the doll stand in the back. So I just wanted to point that out in case someone got it and thought they didn't get it or whatever the case may be, but they taped it in the back and I thought it was pretty cool. So I went ahead and opened her up, and for the most part I'm pretty pleased with it. The only thing I wasn't too thrilled about was actually her hair. I mean, it's nice hair and I like the color, but it got like flattened down and there's all types of gel or something in it, but I'm sure it's nothing a good wash can't take care of. One thing too that I thought was pretty cool is that they actually have the Jem and the Holograms logo, and they actually have the old, or the normal Jem logo on it. I thought the stand itself was kind of hard to maneuver, because she had, oh, there we go. I couldn't really get it to stay in too well. Of course now it will. But, that thingy, like the crotch holder or whatever, I was having a hard time trying to get it to stay on. And then again, I was having a hard time trying to get her to stay. She's still a bit wobbly. But, mine actually didn't end up coming with a microphone. So I'm gonna have to call Integrity. I heard they're pretty good about that. About sending replacements and stuff. But the coat is really cool. It's like a gold type of lame or lime or whatever they call it. And they actually put a little fabric button on it. And another cool thing, too, is that they actually have a Jem and the Holograms tag. And it goes on to say that it was used with permission, blah 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 blah, on the back. The pants are pretty cool too because they look just like the cartoon. Instead of being like a 5-point star, they're a 4-point star. And they're kind of gold and shimmery, and she has the gold line that she did when she was singing Imagine Me, or not Imagine Me, It's Not the Real Me. And she did that famous like leg pose with her hand up and whatnot. But with the hair, I thought it was pretty cool that they put like her little cartoon thingies like she had. And the face paint is really nice too. At first I was kinda iffy how they gave her blue eyebrows, but I think it was a nice touch. Kinda like the artwork for the doll. And the hands actually pop on and off. But I only put one because I don't have the microphone. I think that's a cool feature too. And then I think part of the stand is metal. Or I mean the microphone stand is metal. Like I think that part is metal. And I think these two are plastic. Oh, and what really impressed me with her is that her earring is actually a 7-point star. Like in the cartoon. Instead of them doing like 5 or 6 or whatever. Another cool thing too is that the shoes are actually made out of leather instead of plastic. I thought that was really cool too. And her bracelets are actually metal. Oh, and I like how they made her lips like cartoon pink. Well, maybe not cartoon, but a little bit of a darker pink. And that how they made her eyes purple. Because after a while, Jem only had purple, she didn't have blue. But at the Hollywood point, they were purple, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then it came with instructions that look like how they did back when. I can get everything out of the way. But they look a lot like how the instructions did back when. I thought that was a pretty nice touch that they did. And I didn't bother to get out her microphone cord because I don't have the microphone. And then with the Hollywood Jem star, I think it's pretty cool and it looks like what they look like in real life, but I was kind of disappointed that it's this type of like thin paper or cardboard or whatever. It'd be neat if they did it in like hard plastic and made it like gold chrome paint or whatever. And then they also did like a mini poster. I wish they would have made it bigger, like how they did back when. And even this is a small poster. They had even bigger posters that were about maybe that big. And when you flipped it over, it had all fashions listed and everything on it. But I mean, still I think it's a cool touch that they did. And then the certificate of authenticity. It says one or ultra limited edition of 500 dolls, but recently a picture came up on Flickr of someone who took the integrity body, cut the Jem head in half, took it off, and then put a Barbie head on it because they thought it was more like Jem. And they put pink paint in her hair. But they were crazy because they could have sold that head on eBay probably for more than what they paid for the doll if they got the doll at the con at this point. Speaking of the dolls, I brought one of the older dolls to compare it to. She looks quite a bit different. She's actually a little bit thicker and she's a bit thinner all over. But the microphone can actually fit. It just looks a tad big, I think, for like her size, really. But this one has light appearance, that one doesn't. I don't know, it doesn't really bother me too much because when I collect them, I put them on display. I don't really keep their eyes flashing. Hers don't currently flash. But thanks for watching, and my next review will be coming really soon. It's going to be the Doll in Forever and Evangeline Ghastly Doll, which is their new basic Evangeline by Wild Imagination. So subscribe.